Hey y'all, I don't know if anyone has noticed, but I have not posted anything on Facebook since November. There's been a reason why. I posted something on a friend of mine in the Navy recently, and I've gotten a lot of DMs from people, and I really don't like typing long things, and you probably wouldn't read the whole thing anyway, so I figured I'd make a video. So basically, I have cancer. I have two types of cancer. Um, they are treatable. One of them may or may not be, but they're working on it right now through chemo and radiation. And I'll start way back in the beginning. So in November of 2016, I went to my primary care physician for physical because I hadn't had a physical in a couple of years. And everything was good. The blood work was good. Cholesterol, great. Never had a problem with cholesterol. My PSA was a little high. He wasn't that concerned about it, but he told me I needed a colonoscopy. So he referred me to a place in Rhode Island called University Gastrology. Well, University Gastrology is a bunch of fucknuts. He said if you don't hear from him in a couple of days, call him. I called him. They did not return my call. I left a message. I called a couple of days after that. Told them I was referred by my doctor, and I need to schedule a colonoscopy. They never called me back. A week later, I got a letter saying that, hey, we got a reference from your doctor. Please give us a call as soon as possible. So I called them again, left a message. They still didn't call me back. A couple of weeks later, got another letter. So by this time, it's December, towards the end of December, January, and I hadn't gone for a colonoscopy. The job that I had in Boston, the contract changed, so my job was eliminated. So I decided that at that time, the reasons why I moved up there no longer existed. So I decided I'm going to move back to my house. I had tenants in it, kicked them out. Came back here, was out of work till I think the end of June. Found a job back at Eglin Air Force Base as a sub with Boeing. Great job, good money, love it. Great people, awesome. I went on a fishing charter with a friend of mine. You probably saw me sleeping, but I got a little vertigo, and it felt like I was getting palpitations. So I decided in, I guess it was September, to go for physical, another physical. So I went for another physical. PSA was down, which was good. My cholesterol was fine. Everything was good. My blood work came back good. So they referred me for a colonoscopy. So I ended up going to Pensacola, to a place out there, getting my colonoscopy. My parents came into town to hang out because they hadn't seen my house. My sister was here. My sister went with me, had the colonoscopy, came out of the colonoscopy, was sitting there. The doctor came in. He says, you have a tumor in your rectum. And I was like, oh. So he said, we're going to refer you to this place called Woodlands Medical. Great place. Unbelievable people. Group of doctors got sick of the hospital's crap, got together, made their own facility. There's oncologists, there's herbologists, there's radial oncologists, there's radiation, there's a lab, there's urology, everything. I mean, unbelievable group of people. I love it. They're so friendly. They're so nice. So I met with the oncologist. The oncologist said, well, what we're going to do is going to put you on pills, chemo pills. Once you start those, we'll be on them for a week, and then we'll start radiation. So I was like, okay, no problem. Seems, nobody was too concerned about it. They weren't concerned whether they could cure it or not. They think it would go away. Worst case scenario, it was in the upper part of my rectum, which was close to where your colon connects and turns. Went and saw a surgeon. He said if there was any left, they would just cut it, connect. You got 12 feet of colon. So I wasn't worried about it. So, but prior to that, my oncologist wanted me to go for a PET scan, full body scan from head to your thighs. When I went for that, I think that, there was some stuff that happened prior to that. So anyway, over the Christmas holiday, I had gotten the flu. I was in bed for 4 days. Me and Mr. Kitty. Shortly after that, got a phone call from my sister. My mom had fallen. Had to fly up to Rhode Island. My mom ended up passing. God bless her heart. The day I flew back, January 10th, I got sick. I woke up that morning sick. I got the flu again. I had the flu for 3 weeks at that point. After that, they finally got me to go for the PET scan, and on February 5th, I found out that I had a mass in my liver. They said it was a mass in my liver. I don't know. They just showed me on the PET scan. They haven't done a biopsy to this minute. So I don't know what's going on as far as that goes, but I'm being treated currently for colorectal cancer and liver cancer. They took me off of the chemo pills and they installed this Metaport in my chest right here. It runs up and it connects to my jugular vein, and that's where they connect the chemo to. I go every other Monday. They pump 2 bags of poison into me, connect another bag, do a 2-hour thing, and I do another hour thing, and then I have to wear another IV bag with, I'm trying to think of the name of the stuff, but it's supposed to treat the colon cancer and supposed to help with the liver cancer. Good thing is, I haven't lost any weight. I'm actually lost like maybe 4 pounds, but I keep fluctuating up. I weighed upwards of 300 pounds. This morning I weighed 296. Tomorrow I could weigh 298 or I could weigh 294, but I'm staying within that plus or minus 5 pounds from my original weight. The chemo sucked. The first round, everything out of my body. Everything. It started off yellow, went to brown, went to really, really dark green. I spoke to my radiologist about it. He said it was bile, the bile coming out of your liver. So everything that was in my body came out. Still didn't lose hardly any weight. So with that being said, I have just started, this past Monday, I started the second half of my first round of chemo. I'm still doing radiation. I have 7 more radiations out of 30. Things seem to be returning to normal as far as the downstairs part of my body works. As far as the liver goes, I'm skeptical because they haven't done a biopsy. They don't plan on doing a biopsy. They want to do this chemo thing. And my first round of chemo, my oncologist and my radial oncologist said to me, they're like, we gave you one of the strongest doses we ever gave anybody. And you got energy, you look good. I still have all my hair. I haven't lost. I'm not cutting my hair, by the way. But bottom line is, it seems to be working. They'll do 5 more rounds of chemo, which will be every other week. It's like a half a round. So I got 10 more chemo rounds. My radial oncology is over as of next Tuesday, not this coming Tuesday, the Tuesday on, 7 more. It seems that there isn't a problem. My radial oncologist, he was on the Navy ship that I was on, so we kind of hit it off, and he's been pretty honest with me. My oncologist is kind of a dickhead. He just has no bedside manner as far as I'm concerned. I don't know if it's because I'm a guy, I'm 6'5", or whatever. He just, you know. When I first saw him and he told me that I had cancer in my liver, he told me 2 years. I was like, shit. And then he's like, well, you know, we'll see you back here in a couple of weeks, and he left. And I was kind of upset because I even told him, I said, it seems like you could not get out of the room fast enough after you told me. So after the first round of chemo, he told me that it looked pretty good. He goes, he's had patients that have lived anywhere from 2 to 5 years once they found out they had liver cancer. Again, they still don't know what the mass is. It could be cells or it could be a tumor. We don't know. So the last appointment I just had with him this past a week ago Friday, it was 5 to 7 years. So it just seems like every time I see him, more and more time is added on. So I'm hoping that the chemo that I have been getting is going to help. It's going to help me heal. I'm not worried about it. It's one of the things that happens in life. You get dealt a hand. But I will say this, these kids who go through what I'm going through, God bless them. You have no idea. Unless you've been through it, you have no idea. You think that cancer's bad. Cancer's not bad. Cancer's there. Cancer doesn't hurt. It's the treatment that kills people, makes people sick. Their immune system gets beat up. They die of pneumonia. There was a guy the last time I was there, he was just throwing up for like a half hour because his body couldn't take it. Me, I was fine. I'm just tired. I get fatigued. I get a lot of energy. I don't worry about it. There's nothing to worry about. If I die, I die. It's just, I don't want to die, but cancer is bad. The treatment is worse. So, as it stands right now, I feel good. I got a lot of energy. I actually cut the backyard today and worked out pretty good. I'm a little tired and probably need a nap. But besides fatigue and what happened in the first round, I haven't had the second round. So things are looking good. So I decided to make this video because I don't like typing this crap and I'm tired of explaining to everybody what's going on in my life. But this is the way it is. Just say prayers. I got friends lighting candles for me. I got friends at church praying for me. I have people helping me to clean my house, helping me around the house, cooking for me and doing all kinds of stuff. You people are awesome. I love you all. Those who have reached out to me, I hope this answers your questions. Those who decided that they really don't care, that's fine. You probably didn't know anyway, but if you did know and you haven't reached out to me, then that's your issue, not mine. So anyway, that's my update. Happy Sunday. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. I will survive this and I will live a long, long time. And then you'll all be sick of me because most of you probably already hate me. But that's fine. All right. Love you all. Talk to you soon.